that. Like, and especially if you want to support female artists, and it's just so cool. And I just love that. Hi, Karrueche. How are you?
I'm good. Is there like a delay or anything?
No, you're good. Is there a delay for you?
A slight delay, but it's nothing bad. I just want to just
Tried to fix. I'm back. I just tried to fix it. How's that?
okay, perfect.
Okay, good. Well, congratulations on Bel-Air. Everyone's loving it. It's on Peacock now. But before we get all into that, I want to take it back. I want to know who were like little Karrueche's inspirations. I want to know how being the beautiful artist that you are has helped you through good times and bad. Just tell me all about it.
Inspirations back then,
Yeah.
like Halle Berry, Viola is like very strong, powerful women. And for me, I always talk about my journey, right? And as an actor, I wasn't a childhood star. I wasn't in drama or arts or anything like that. And I started acting later on in my life. And I used to it would be hard for me to accept that. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
acting for so long, and it's for me, it's like catch up. So even now, being an actor, I'm influenced and inspired by so many women, like Ingenue Ellis,
Oh, what a star.
the Essence Brunch, the Essence Black Women in Power luncheon, last week. And I just felt so inspired. And she was one of the women that were honored, and seeing all of her work and all of the diverse work that she's done, she's definitely somebody now that inspires me to just be better and to be a great actor and to just, keep pushing and moving forward.
Oh, I love that. I'm such a big fan of hers as well. And I'm so happy because she's been working in this business for a while and she deserves all the awards, all the love. And I'm so happy that she's finally being recognized as the true artist that she is. I loved her in Lovecraft Country, which was one of my favorite shows of last year.
Oh, good. Yes.
Oh, so good. But I think it's so cool. It's like so important, especially for women in this industry who have been pitted against each other for the longest time, finally supporting each other, loving on each other through events like that. I mean, it's so cool to see. It inspires me. I think it inspires artists, creatives, people who aren't even in the industry to see that kind of love and support. It's just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, I have my take on like being the best or being number one, kind of like a dark tone to it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it makes compete against one another when there's room for everybody and we can all be great in our own right and in our own way, So like instead of comparing ourselves and judging, which is we're human, we do it all the time, but there's so much greater power in supporting one another, supporting our friends, supporting other women, and letting the world know that this is okay. We don't have to fight to be at the top or to be great. We can do this all together, and there's so much beauty in individuality. Do you know what I'm saying? We all
Yes.
something, anything, to the table or to the world. And I think that we should just really embrace that.
Oh, beautifully said. I cannot agree more. And I think too, like, it doesn't benefit us. Like, I know for me in the past, because it's a hard journey, right? Like this industry, a lot of industries, specifically for women, but especially the entertainment industry, there's a lot of rejection, as everyone knows. And I think it's really hard to not take things so personally. And when we get so personal, we tend to kind of try to blame, others, ourselves. And really, like you said, there's space for everyone. And I think really what you got to do is just keep doing what you love and what fulfills you, and do that in the most authentic way possible, and you will be rewarded. You know, if not through, you know, I don't know, money or accolades, but you'll feel rewarded, you know, in your soul, in your heart. And I think that goes a long way.
Yes, definitely.
But it's a journey. It's a
It
journey.
is. Girl, it takes some time, and it takes, and you know, I've struggled with being told no a lot, being told I was too green. You're good, but you know, we like you. We, you know, maybe not for this, but you know, like, oh, it's crushing, you know, and
Yeah.
have to, like you said, not take it personal. You have to detach your ego, because that's when your emotions become involved, and you start to
Yeah.
second yourself, and you compare yourself, and you get in your head. Um, so yeah.
Yeah, it's so, it's like, yeah, but it's like we are growing every day. And like you said, you pointed out, we're human. It's natural to have these feelings. But like, you know, take a hard look and be like, all right, this is what's going on. How can I kind of keep growing, improve, and all that stuff? And we can do that by, I think, supporting each other, talking about it, normalizing that we do feel these things. I want to talk a little bit about, let's take it back to your web series, The Bay, which you started and produced.
Yes.
You haven't dabbled in producing film or TV yet, have you?
No, but I get my feet. I'm starting to get my feet wet just a little bit. For me, it's kind of like
Okay.
I want to take one thing at a time. You
Yeah.
know, acting. I want to perfect my craft and be really be solid. But I'm also, you know, I have a lot of friends who are creatives too, and they're like, you need to produce and you need to write and direct. And I'm a creative as well. And I think that when your creative energy kind of just flows into all aspects of your life. So producing and writing and directing is definitely on my list. I'm going to start very small and do little things here. And the most important for me is to just learn the basics and to just put myself in that world. Because for me, it's like, I'm like, how do I start writing? How do I start doing this? And I don't know until I'm shown or just am in that world, you know? So I actually recently asked one of my mentors if I could sit in her writing room to just, I'm like, girl, I'll be your assistant. If you want me to go grab you Starbucks, like I just want to be there and just learn and just see how it works and just be in that world, so that when I do get to that point, I do have a little bit of knowledge and training.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's so admirable that you kind of want to nurture your craft right now and kind of be that fly on the wall. So then when you do step into those roles, you can feel really good and confident. And I can't wait for that day, because I really see that for you. This is like me. This is, you know, I envision that for you. And I think that it'll be a really exciting day. But I love that you're sort of having that like patience, which is hard. I know, you know, you want to always like just jump in, but good for you for like really honing in on those crafts. I think that's really admirable.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's talk about Bel-Air. You play Ivy, who's a new character to this world, to the Bel-Air franchise, which is really exciting. Can you describe Ivy for us?
Ivy is an influencer.
Oh yeah.
The light. You know, she's very relevant to like this day and age of social media, and brands and being an influencer. So she's a lot of fun. She's, you know, a little sassy and spicy, and she dominates in her world. So she's, you know, kind of at the top and knows what she's doing. And that's why she's able to advise Hillary on certain things and kind of take her under her wing a little bit. And you know, Ivy was only in the last 2 episodes, so last Thursday and then today's the season finale. You know, I'm hoping there's some really juicy stuff that's gonna happen for season 2.
I was gonna say, yeah, y'all already got renewed for season 2, which was amazing. And I
Yes.
think it's cool. I think the Ivy character, like you said, it really modernizes the series. I think that it's like a really cool and innovative way of kind of, bringing us into like the Bel-Air world. Let's talk about the tone too, because the tone of this series, is, very, a little more dramatic and a little more, allows for, let's talk about how it's allowed for these really like important and deep discussions to be had. I think allow us to sort of reflect on our world and challenging audiences to really have these like important discussions. And I think it's really cool to see. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I think when it was announced that there was going to be a Bel Air reboot, and
Mm.
this, I was even a part of the show, I think people were skeptical. They didn't know what to expect. They thought it was going to be a play on the original, and they're
Mm.
going to the comedy, and it's going to be kind of like how the original was,
Yeah.
And the fact that they made it into a drama because they're bringing the audience into the real world and not trying to piggyback off what's already been done.
Mhm.
And you know the things that happen are real life situations.
Mhm.
um Going through her struggles at the Kylo house and social media, and I've seen a lot of people commenting about Carlton and how he's using drugs, and it's crazy, but that somebody's, real life out there.
It's
That's
human. Yeah, it's human as hell.
it's what's happening, and it's great that they're able to shed light on these real situations, because it's important for us sometimes to portray, our real world and what's out there, and how these people are struggling and how they're dealing with it. And I've seen the responses, about Bel-Air, and people love the show so much. And it makes me so happy because people were skeptical, and they've done, the cast and the crew have done such an amazing job. And even the short period of time that I was there, I was only there for like 4 or 5 days, I think. um, and they're all so wonderful. They're all so sweet. They really made me feel welcome, like I had been there all season. I felt like I was
Yeah.
a family, and it just made me excited to be a part of something real, something, a show that has substance,
Yeah.
beyond the obvious fact of it being a reboot.
Yeah.
Um, makes me excited for season 2, and I'm really happy for them. I'm really happy that people are into it because they've worked their butts off and it's paying off.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, I think like at the end of the day, like that's what storytelling should do, right? It should create empathy, it should educate, it should lead to discussions and enjoying the ride, And I think that that's exactly what this show does. And I think that it's so smart. It's so smart to take such a beloved series and to reboot it in such a new and refreshing and different way that pays homage. Oh my God, homage. To the original, but also gives us something fresh and different to bring along a whole new generation of fans. It's so smart, it's so clever, it's so creative. And I think that in a world where, a lot of reboots do exist, to do it in such a new and exciting way, I think shows the possibilities of more kind of reboots to come to say like, hey, you can create something new and fresh. It's just really cool. I'm so happy for y'all. I love the show. I think that Peacock's been producing some amazing content, and it's really fun to see as an audience member who, grew up watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, who like that series was very beloved. And then to watch Bel-Air and love it as equally, but in a different way, in a new way. It's awesome.
And I just have to say, I love the fashion, girl. They like serving looks. And even when I did my fitting, my first look was this Alexander Wang
Ooh.
tux, like this pink suit, and I was like,
Uh,
ooh, like y'all got real budget over here, okay?
let's do this. Oh my God, yes, the pink suits. Like a pink power suit is everything. Oh my gosh. It's so true. It's so true. Yeah, it's very exciting. Well, this has been so lovely. You are so wonderful, Karrueche, and we are so honored to be chatting with you today. And we're so inspired by you over at Cherry Picks. To is there anyone? I know that we kind of talked about this in the beginning, but just to end on a note of supporting and uplifting each other as women, is there anyone else you'd like to shout out or put on everyone's radar who's watching? Maybe someone, maybe a woman in the industry who not everyone knows about yet, who you really want to kind of uplift?
Yes, I mean, people know about her already. She's amazing and she's great. But I would probably say I want to shout out Coco Jones, my co-star.
Yes.
Like so lucky to act alongside and just create moments and have fun. And we connected like right away. I feel like I've known her forever. Even on set, we had so much fun. I invited her to my Galentine's dinner. She was such a joy and like got along with my friends. She's absolutely so talented. She's also a singer, so I'm so happy for her, you know, also for her music career. Wow,
Yeah.
can't talk. For her music career and her acting, and she is such a bright star. And this is, I mean, she's been in the game for a while too, but I know like this is just the beginning of something that's going to be amazing for her life and her journey and her story. And I'm very excited for her, and I'm very happy to be able to call her, you know, a friend, and to be able to work with her. And like I said, for you, I'm so excited for what antics Ivy and Hillary will get into.
I was gonna say, yeah, we love Coco. She has brought to life such a Hillary that is so uniquely hers. And it's really beautiful to see. Yeah, she's lovely. And when did y'all start shooting season 2?
I
Do we
don't
know?
I don't know. I'm hearing in a couple of months, maybe. I'm not too sure.
You're not sure yet, but that'll be so fun. It'll be so fun to get back to it. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited. I know all the fans are excited to see what's going to happen. I don't want to talk about the finale in case folks haven't watched it yet because it's out today. You never know. Some people wake up, some people watch it at midnight, some people watch it at 6 a.m. I mean, you never know with the streaming. But this has been so lovely. Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend. I hope you celebrate yourself and this beautiful show that you're a part of. And let us know when you decide to, you know, start producing or something. We'd love to talk about it.
Of course, I definitely will. And thank you so much for the support and for taking the time to speak with me. And make sure all of you guys out there, make sure you watch Bel-Air if you haven't. All the episodes are out now, so you can binge it. You can do whatever you want. Do it in.
Yeah, such a great weekend watch too. I feel like this weekend's a great time to kind of like binge it if you haven't started. Just so bye.